a life that is worthy of emulation. Live a life that can attract somebody. Do you desire to be fruitful? The qualification for fruitfulness is that you must abide in him. Settle. When men shall say there's a casting down, you will announce that there is a lifting up. Child of God, I want us to face it as it is. We live in a world where there are many things happening around us that we do not understand. True or false? Most things happening around us, we do not understand them. We cannot explain them. We can't give reasons why they are happening the way they do. But we find ourselves in a situation and condition where things are just happening around us that we can't explain where they're coming from or why they should happen the way they are happening. Ladies and gentlemen, to make matters more difficult is the fact that the only succor we have is God. The only help we have is God. But yet, if I want to be sincere to myself, if you want to be sincere to yourself, everything that God is doing around us, most times we do not understand them. Everything that God has planned for us, most times they are beyond our human comprehension. Most times they are things that we cannot ordinarily understand how they are happening and why they are happening. Now the question is, oh God, I'm in a state of confusion. I don't understand you, Lord. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is happening around me. Oh God, where do I go from here? Most times even God blows my mind. Oh God, I don't understand. Child of God, I said I want to be practical. I don't understand the reason why a man will have 11 children and 11 of them will all be alive and grow old, but another man will have one child, and the one who have one child will lose his child, and the one who have 11 will have the 11 intact. I don't understand. There are too many things happening in the world, in our faith, that are confusing. I'm child of God. It might interest you to know that most times the one who lost his child may even be a child of God. I don't know if somebody is getting what I'm talking about. Now the question is, what exactly is going on? What do I do when I don't understand? What do I do when we live in a world where most times there are questions in our hearts that we can find a man to answer us, and the God that we serve make things happen in such a confusing way? Child of God, how do you digest the fact that an unbeliever is allowed to ride in the best cars, drive the best vehicles there are, but children of God find it difficult to eat most times? Believer, I don't understand. Oh God, what do I do when I don't understand? There are many listening to the sound of my voice right now whose faith have been threatened friend whose faiths are shaken because of what you see, because of the things happening around you. We have many unanswered questions that are threatening our faith, that are challenging our very existence, and the believer is asking, oh Lord, where are you? Why is the righteous not doing well and unbelievers seem to be prospering? Oh Lord, what on earth is going on? What do I do when I don't understand? I need a believer. If you don't understand and you don't know what to do, I need you to stand up now and walk up to two persons and say, brother, and say, sister, what do you do when you don't understand? What do you do? What do you do when you don't understand? What do you do when you don't understand? What do you do? What do you do when you don't understand? What do you do when you don't know why you go through what you go through? What do you do when you don't understand? What do you do when you don't understand? What do you do? Did anybody bring any answer to you? What did they say? What do you do when you don't understand? When you don't understand? Why does it seem like the thing is getting tougher for they that believe, and it appears as though that those who do not believe are finding life easier? What do you do when you don't understand? Does anybody have an answer to that? Do you know that most times it appears like those who kept themselves for God, those who waited upon God, those who are committed to the service of God? A young lady walked up to me in my office and asked one deep question. She said, Daddy, help me. As a child, I made covenant with God that I will not know a man till the day I will get married. No man will have carnal knowledge of me till I will walk into my husband's house. I have a covenant with God as a child that my husband will be the first man that I will know carnally. And Daddy, it was not easy, but I kept it. Only for me to marry a husband who will hit me all the time. Daddy, I have been enduring. I didn't want to tell my mother. I didn't want to tell my brother. I know they will cry. I know they will be so disappointed because I did not marry this man on my own. I prayed. I went to my pastor at that time and I sought the face of God. And my pastor told me that this is my husband from the Lord. I believed my pastor. I married this man, but he hits me all the time. Daddy, I've been in this marriage for the past 2 years, and now I just got pregnant and went to the hospital. They diagnosed me and said I am now HIV positive. Daddy, what did I do to God? While I was in the university, I saw what others were doing. I decided that I will not do it. I kept myself for God. Daddy, where did I go wrong? I have wayward friends who are happily married. I am not happily married. I've been pretending, covering up. I have such a man that is mean to me. Oh, Daddy, I knew that according to our teacher, that God wanted us to keep ourselves, and Daddy, I did my part. I waited upon God. I sought the face of God. I was told that this is my husband, but now look at me. Not only that I am not happy in my marriage, now death is knocking on my door. I am HIV positive. And daddy, only this man that my pastor told me that he is my husband. He is the only man that have known me all my life. Daddy, where do I go from here? Does he mean God was planning for me to die? Does he mean God is not interested in my case? Oh, child of God, put yourself in the shoes of this lady. What do I do when I don't understand? Where do I go when I don't understand? And she has this to say. She said, I went to my pastor last week, the week before she came to me. She said she went to her pastor and narrated her ordeal after telling the pastor. And she said to her pastor, but daddy, you told me that this man is my husband. I went home with the HIV result and with tears all over me. I showed my husband the result. He was not even surprised. He said, why are you talking like that? You will only go and start taking drugs. I've been taking drugs for 7 years. I've been taking drugs for 7 years. And she explained all this to her pastor. Her pastor looked at her and didn't know what to say. Now what do you do when you don't understand and the people around you don't seem to understand? There are conditions and situations you find yourself. You don't understand. The people around you do not understand. They are looking at you. They want to help, but they don't understand. They don't know what to do. They don't have solution to your problem. I came to talk to somebody today, just in few minutes. Oh my brother, oh my sister, what do you do when you don't understand and you are sure that the fault is none of yours, but you just find yourself there? What do you do? Ladies and gentlemen, I have had men ask some very difficult questions. I've had women ask some very difficult questions. What do you do when you don't understand? Help me ask your neighbor, say neighbor, let's be real for once. What do you do when you don't understand? Neighbor, there are things around me that I don't understand. What do you do when you don't understand? Help me ask your neighbor that question and be patient to get some answer from your neighbor. Maybe the answer will help us now. Help me ask your neighbor and get some answer. Please be serious about this. It is not a joke. We are not kidding. Find out from your neighbor, what do you do when you don't understand? What do you do when the righteous cannot find a husband, but the wayward ones, they easily get married? I have some questions to ask myself. How can a wayward young lady get into one marriage, jump out of the marriage, get another one, jump out of it, get another one, jump out of it? But there is somebody somewhere, very well behaved, good character, beautiful, godly, kind-hearted, but to find one is an issue. What do you do when you don't understand? I have also seen for some very good men with good heart get married to some women who are hell of a woman, but they get married to such people. What do you do when you don't understand? Why did God not give the wicked to the wicked and give the good to the good? What exactly is going on? And child of God, I have a question. Answer me and I will talk. What do you do when you don't understand? Child of God, I have another question for you. If you go to some business places, you see some wicked people prospering very well. Come on now, come on now. And most times you discover that their servants are believers. People running errands for them are believers. Kingdom useful men and women. Why will I be low low and the wicked will be high. I don't understand. What do I do when I don't understand? Child of God, please talk to me. The Bible said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. Why is it that the wicked are busy taking what belongs to the righteous? Somebody met me at the office this morning and said, my father was supposed to be the chief priest of our village, but my father said no, that he will not, because my father gave his life early to God. He said he will not be the chief priest, and they told him they would deal with him. And then the man who was supposed to give my father the oracle of the village said to my father, if you fail to be the chief priest, you will die in 7 days. And exactly 7 days in the morning, my father died. Now we are planning to bury my father. I am the first son, and the same man has come to me to tell me to carry it before the burial of my father. I am confused. I couldn't answer them, because if I say no, he will give me 7 days to die, and my father is in the mortuary. I am a Christian. I am born again. I am saved by the blood of Jesus. I don't see myself carrying the idol. My father died because he said no. Am I going to die too? What do I do? And in tears he was asking me, where do I go from here? And I got so provoked in my spirit. I didn't know when I stood up on my seat this morning, and I shouted on top of my voice, God punish the devil. God punish the devil. Not in my generation. Not when I am still alive. I will not be alive to see the wicked prevail over the righteous. But I have a question for the church. What do you do when you don't know what to do? And the man said to me, I went to my pastor. My pastor said I should leave Abakaleke and start running to Abba to come and meet you, and that's why I'm here. And I raised my voice. I said, God punish the devil. What did you answer them? He said, I have not said a thing. I saw you leave my office now, or run back to your village. Go and tell the chief priest, the one that is supposed to make you the chief priest, go and tell him that you will bury your father in 7 days, but he will die in 7 days. Because whatsoever a man sow, he shall reap it. He said, when should I go? I said, now. What do you do when you don't know what to do? Who do you call when you don't know whom to call? God punish the devil. I want to talk to some real folks. I want to talk to some believers. I want to talk to the righteous in this meeting. I want to talk to the children of God. What do you do when you don't know what to do? What do you do? Who do you run to? Who do you beckon on? To whom shall you run to? Oh, what do you do when you are so confused? When you are so frustrated? When you don't know where to go to? You don't know whom to call? You don't know whom to beg on? What do you do? What do you do? I don't know if your neighbor had any help to offer. Help me ask your neighbor one more time so I know whether I'm closing or I'm proceeding. Help me ask your neighbor, what do you do when you don't understand? What did your neighbor say? Please help me. There are many of you in this hall today. You are so confused. Your faith is shaking. You are managing to keep faith. Come on now, let's be sincere. You are managing to keep faith. You are struggling to believe. Oh my God, come on now. You are struggling to hang in here. You are struggling to still call upon the name of the Lord. Some of you are here because you don't know any other thing to do. Now, and I come with a question. What do you do when you don't understand? There comes a time in the life of everyone when it looks like you are at the state of confusion. What do you do? But how many people here feel me? You feel what I'm saying? You feel it? How many people here agree with me that this is what is happening to almost everybody under the influence of my voice? We have families that are asking questions. Come on now. Asking questions. How many of you know that in some areas, in some compounds, in some villages, the wicked seem to be boasting and bragging, and the righteous hide their faces in shame? Imagine we are a wicked man. We walk up to a family and say, it is your turn to be a chief priest. Carry it or you die in 7 days, and you are not my God. And this man raises his voice and says, no, I will not carry it. I'm a child of God. I will not carry it. I belong to Jesus. Only for the man to die in 7 days. Then what will be the fate of the believers around there? The death of the man is not my problem, but the fate of the believers around him is what touched me today. And you know what the young man told me? He said, the believers in our place, they all gathered around me when they heard that the same man has approached me, and they said to me, no, we don't want you to die. Instead, go and carry. That is to say, the fate of the believers have all come to zero level, that they got to the point where they now encouraged him, oh yeah, go and carry. The one that touched my spirit was when his pastor didn't know what to tell him anymore, because I want to believe, he didn't tell me so, but I want to believe that his pastor may have prayed for his father not to die. Come on now. May have prayed for the man not to die, only for him to see the man die. Now the son is coming up with the same issue. The pastor didn't know what to do, but thank God for men of God like that, who can still say to a man, the calling of God differs. All of us are called, but we are not called to do the same thing, because in the house of a great man there are many vessels. All of us are not called to do the same kind of thing, but everyone has got a calling. His pastor did not make light of it, and he said, go. Then I stood up when I had this. I said, leave me now, rush back to your village, go and answer the chief priest. I came into this meeting today. I will help you answer the evil man. I will help you answer the evil woman. I will help you reply the wicked. I will help you. I will help you. I come in the name of the Lord. I will help you answer them back right now. That is my calling. That is the place where I dwell. I will help you answer the evil woman now. Can somebody raise voice and holler amen? I will help you answer them now. The time has come. Answer is coming for your family. Answer is coming for your home. Answer is coming for your destiny. I feel like shouting till your solution comes. I feel like shouting, you must get an answer. Even when I don't understand, who should I call? Even when I am confused, who should I beckon on? Even when I am confused, oh Lord, where do I go from here? When I told the young man, I said, go and reply the man. Tell him that you want to bury your father in 7 days, and that he in turn will die in 7 days. The young man paused. After some time, he looked at me again. He put his hands together. And he looked at me, looking so pale. And he said, don't be angry, Pastor. I said, I won't be angry. He said, please don't be angry. If I ask him, will I not die? If I go to answer this man like this, will I not die? With the look on his face, you don't need anybody to tell you that this man, there is no single faith left in him. Shall I say this to you? Then I discovered the word of God that said, the rod of the wicked will not rest upon the lot of the righteous. Anytime the rod of the wicked rests upon the lot of the righteous, the Bible said the righteous may likely put his hands into iniquity. It brings down the faith of the righteous. Now, you understand, I had explained it here, what it means for the rod of the wicked to rest upon the lot of the righteous. I discovered that in the life and family of the man, the rod of the wicked had rested upon their lot by the death of their father. The death of their father. And the young man said something to me. He said to me, the believers around our village said I should carry. Now listen, he's going to become a chief priest to an idol, not because he's so rich. Oh my God. I wish somebody understand me here. Not because he's so rich, but because he's under compulsion to do so, for his life is in danger. Then I said to him, I said, young man, is there anybody you can call around you? Let me make an undertaking. Let me sign for you that if anything happened to you, they should hold me responsible. Then he looked at me again. Then I turned to him and I said, I am the representative of the dunamis of heaven. I am the representative of the dunamis of heaven. When you are looking for the God's ink of approval, we will sign on his behalf. Because when he was sending me here, he said, occupy till I come. He said, occupy till I come. I'm coming close. These are the things they get angry with. And they say, we don't like the way Talknado talk. But how else am I going to talk when he told me, occupy till I come? I am not here as a subordinate. I am here as the man in charge. I will be in charge till he will come. If you got a voice, raise your voice and make some noise. Tell them I said so. Tell them I said so. I am a representative of God the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. I want to answer the wicked. Oh, child of God, am I permitted to answer the wicked very quickly? I come to answer them back on your behalf. They said it will not be well with you. I say it's a lie. They said they will make you cry. I say it's a lie. They say you will not get better. I say it's a lie. I say it's a lie. I say it's a lie. They say you will die untimely. Talknado say it's a lie. Somebody say it's a lie. Oh, come on, talk to me. Say it's a lie. Allah, say it's a lie. I feel a brains coming out. Somebody say it's a lie. They say you will die untimely. Talknado say it's a lie. Stand up. Allah say it's a lie. Get your neighbor angry. Allah say it's a lie. Say it's a lie. They say you will not progress. Talknado say it's a lie. I don't know the people sitting around you. Come on. This is a destiny matter. They say you will cry this year. Talknado say it's a lie. You can push your neighbor with the last strength in you and say it's a lie. Oh man, tatayala, dakapayala, zentoto libra anketea. Somebody holla, it's a lie. Can you raise your voice as you move around in this church? Say, the devil, you are a liar. I will not die. I will not lose faith. I will not lose my money. I will not lose my business. The devil, you are a liar. You are a liar. Everybody move around. Come on, holla it now. Come on, shout it now. I may not understand, but I know my God. I may not understand, but I trust my God. I may not understand, but I'm holding on to Jesus. I may not understand. Everybody move around. Say it's a lie. The devil, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. Oh, not now, not ever. Not in my family. Somebody move around and hello. Somebody move around and hello. Say it's a lie. It's a lie. The devil, you're a liar. You will not take that child. You will not take that home. You will not seize that business. You will not collect my destiny. You will not stop my journey in life. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. The will of the Father will come true for me. The will of the Father will come true for my life. You're a liar, devil. You will not stop me. Somebody move around and holler it. Somebody move around and holler it. I feel a shout coming on. I feel faith coming on. I feel healing coming on. I feel deliverance coming on. I feel the power of God coming on. I feel grace coming on. I feel it all around here. I feel it right about now. I feel it all around this place. I feel the power of God here right now. The devil, you're a liar. You can't stop my journey. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. I'm moving on. I'm getting better every day. Everything around me is making the will of the Father. Devil, you're a liar. Not now, not ever. 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 In Jesus' name we have prayed. They said nobody will raise his head in your family. They said no child will become a champion in your compound. Are you hollering or you are talking? Are you shouting or you are speaking? They said they will not see you fulfill destiny. I don't know what they told you. The wicked said you will die suddenly. Reply. They said you will die of heart attack. Reply. Doctor said you are sick. Reply. Doctor said no hope. Reply. They discovered one sickness or the other. Reply. You don't want to reply. Are you afraid to reply them? I belong somewhere. Leave me alone. I have a seal over my head. Leave me alone. Can you help me say it's a lie? I will not cry. Say it's a lie. I will not cry. Say it's a lie. God punish the devil. You will not cry. Hold somebody's hands. Say, brother or sister, hear from me. From today, every negative statement, every evil declaration that kept you in a bad condition, today you will not see them again. Look at that neighbor eyeball to eyeball and settle the matter.
Bible-believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.
Sir, if I were to be an ordinary prophet, if I were to be a fearful prophet, with what happened to you the last time you went home?
3 times.
Okay. Any other person would have said, don't go. And if I tell him now, don't go, you will support me. You, the wife, will support me. You, the son, you will support me. You people will all agree that he shouldn't go. Because you will say to me, it is better he doesn't die just because of the land. Instead, let them take the land and let him live. But look at the way people like me talk. Because I belong to the men who believe what Elijah believed in the time of old. And Elijah said to the 450 prophets of Baal, he said, call upon your God and I will call upon my God. He said, he that be God, let him answer by fire. I belong to that group that will not tell you to run away. I belong to the group that will tell you, take what belongs to you. You will not run away from them.
I will never. I believe.
Oh, you hear what is going to happen? And the last phase of sharing of the land is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. You are supposed to go home tomorrow to share the land. Eh? This is the difference between us and them. When the going gets tough, those who know their God will call on their God. You can say anything about Talknado. You cannot say there is no power. Okay, you will go tomorrow. The truth of the matter is that the news in your village is that you are running away because you didn't go the last time. But tomorrow you will go. Boy, you want to go with him? Oh yeah, come close to him. In the shift. But the both of you will be going, Abi. You will go tomorrow. Oh yeah, go and come back. We will see on Sunday. You know, my man, I like it too much. And the more I like it, oh yeah, listen. If we need to tomorrow, I got na hujuru yi. I got lota ya na hujuru yi. Onyo wula toro garo gada. Are you aware that your husband is in trouble? Somebody holla double letter quelle. I I thought by now you would have stopped coming to Talknado. Because after they took away your husband's house from you and drove you away from there, I thought by now you should have stopped coming. Your neighbors laughed at you and they asked you, where is your Talknado? You are squatting in your brother's house now.
Exactly.
You are hiding to come to Talknado.
Exactly.
Because they accused you that you are the one that killed your husband. And they sent you away. Hear from me. When God is quiet over your matter, hold on. Hold on. Most times, the time you want him to talk is not when he will talk. Most times, the time you want God to react is not when he will react. Oga, your father is down at home for waist pain.
Exactly.
Even you, as young as you are, waist pain.
Exactly.
You people are carrying yourselves. Your father's own. The reason he's not here today is because he couldn't get up.
Yes, sir.
Waist pain. Where is he now?
It's at home.
Where is the home?
Oboya side.
Oboya. Which address at Oboya?
57 Oboya by Note, number 1 Note.
57 Oboya by Nog.
By Note, number 1 Note.
Onanaba.
Yes, sir.
Ah. This is interesting.
Very right.
Waist pain. Right where he is at home. From here, I touch his waist.
Amen.
From here. The last thing your husband gave you before he died was Bible.
Exactly, sir.
Did you come to church with that Bible or is at home? It's in your bag. Bring the Bible. Open anywhere in that Bible. Everything they collected from you that belonged to your husband. As you open this Bible, all those who sat down to judge the matter and they decided to close the truth and tell lies, as you open this Bible, the truth will open. I prophesy from here, the truth will open. You will get what belongs to you. This case, I settle it from here and I call it settled. Now you will know whether those who were laughing at you, asking you where is your Talknado, 3 days from now, the same people will turn around because their way is not God's way. Their thinking is not God thinking. 3 days from now, they will change their language. As you go back home, start telling them now that Talknado has spoken. And I said you will recover everything. Don't go to lawyer. Don't call your people anymore. There will be no judgment. Nobody will gather together. For this case, I sit in the place of my office and I judge the matter. This case is hereby settled. 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 From here, I touch your father as I touch you. You already bending.
Yes, sir.
Like your father, you're already bending. If you wake up in the morning, to stand is a problem.
Yes, sir.
Madam, come. Stop being afraid of death. Stop being afraid of death. It is difficult to snatch anybody from my hand. Except you don't belong here with your heart. If you belong here with your heart, stop being afraid of death. It is not easy to snatch somebody from my hands. I may not be talking all the time, because I can't be talking all the time. But I'm doing some talking behind closed doors. As they are moving around with your name, I'm also following them. I will not lose my own. It's not a joke. If you belong to this commission, don't only wait the time I will call you. Whether I call you or not, there's a covering over you. Whether I don't need to call you before you will know that there's a covering. As you came to me now, I saw the wave following you. The fears in you is too much. Inside of you, you are believing that at any minute you can fall and die. But listen to me. Let them be going. We are here.
Amen.
Come and touch me, my friend. I want to first bring down your BP. Your BP is very high now. Touch me. Stop being afraid of death. I'm the man carrying the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. The wicked said they will not let you rest. Allah is a lie. The wicked said they will not allow your light shine. Allah is a lie. If I open my mouth and close now, somebody here will be dancing tomorrow morning. Dancing for victory, dancing for lifting, dancing for testimony. That shall be your portion. That shall be your portion. Or you raise your voice, holla amen 3 times. 1, 2. The wicked said you escaped because among 4 girls in the family, you are the only one that is married. And they didn't know because you are the 3rd daughter. It's as though the wicked was sleeping. You were so fast to get married. While they were busy focusing on the 1st daughter and the 2nd one. They didn't know anybody will come for you. Quickly you got married. And you married your mother, having known what she saw. Your mother kept it very secret. You became pregnant. You were pregnant of this child when they did your traditional marriage.
Yes, sir.
After the traditional marriage, not long, you gave birth to this child. After giving birth to this child, some strange things, whitish things are coming out of your body. From the time you gave birth to this child up until now, don't be shy. Some things are coming out of your body. So you are using something every other time. The devil is a liar. When there is a difficult case in your life, there is a God that can handle difficult issues. Your father's elder brother has 2 daughters. 2 of his daughters. One of them went to Abia State University, graduated. At the day she finished writing her exams, everybody in the family was jubilating. After her youth service, she told her sister to come and help her so that she can carry all her load and come back from Lagos where she served. On their way, they had an accident. Both of them died. Their father now was accusing your father that it was your father that killed the daughters. He said nobody in the family will marry, but now shame will come upon him. I came into this meeting today, having had some experiences at the office. I came into this meeting today with Holy Ghostic provocation. How can the wicked be rejoicing and the righteous crying? 40 minutes from now, your father's elder brother will die. He has done enough evil. He has done enough evil. How many minutes did I say? 40 minutes. How many minutes? 40. From the 40 minutes, in 4 minutes, go and locate the toilet. Remove whatever you are putting on. You are fine. Get ready to conceive and give birth to another child. You are hereby healed. Settle. 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 If I keep quiet now, your husband will be messed up. If nothing is done very urgently, this case will deepen. It will get so bad. Your husband already, he has messed up.
Yes, sir.
He has messed up. That's the truth.
Sir. Yes, sir.
He has messed up. He has messed up in too many areas.
Yes, sir.
He has messed up. He is sowing a seed that he will not want to be alive to reap the fruit.
Yes, sir.
I am a senior officer. What he is doing, he's alive scattering his home, alive scattering his family.
Yes, sir.
He doesn't know what he is doing. But for the sake of your children,
Oh, Jesus. Yes, sir.
for the sake of your children,
Yes, sir. Oh.
even though in the recent time he has not been fair to them,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
he was a good father.
Yes, sir.
He was a good father.
Yes,
I will treat him because he was a good father.
yes, sir.
But in the recent time he has not been fair.
Yes, sir.
I am a senior officer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have eyes that can see.
Yes, sir.
From here, I move into Abuja now
Everywhere. Everywhere.
with the word of the prophetic. I step into the matter.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
I soften the case. The case that was so big shall become small. We will talk. God bless you. Oh yeah, look at me. I don't know why. The two cases, the one I handled now and this one, just that this your brother is in Ghana and he's in prison in Ghana. Drug-related offense. But the reason I'm stepping in is that he was not truly involved, but he was naive. Your brother used to sell motor parts in Ghana. He was in his shop. Somebody just came with a bag and was pricing. How much do you sell this? Your brother will tell him. How much do you sell this? Your brother will tell him. He said, keep this bag for me. Let me go here. I'm coming. I will buy many. Your brother said, I have many. That was why he gave how he gave your brother the bag. Your brother, not knowing that police was coming after him, pursuing him because they followed him from the airport. He stopped and ran into your brother's shop. Your brother was holding the bag like this. As he wanted to enter, police vehicle stopped. He was wondering. That's how they came and held him. Opened the bag and they saw the cocaine. The owner ran away. That was how your brother went to prison for something he doesn't know. His case is a bad one because they caught him with it. Humanly speaking, they have evidence, but before God, he's an innocent person. Therefore, now hear my judgment. The case is a very bad case. Very, very bad. If I allow them give judgment in this case, They will steal your brother's shop and carry everything he has there. They will get to his house and carry everything. If I allow them to judge this case. Therefore now, somebody holla double letter kwele. I will do something now that looks humanly very difficult. But the truth of the matter is that we are standing on the path of truth. This young man is innocent. They have evidence. He has nobody to speak for him. Even his lawyer is advising him to plead guilty. Because that in this case, there's nothing he can do. They caught him with the bag, snapped him. They have every evidence. But the truth is that he doesn't know what is inside. He's not a drug dealer. He has been living in Ghana for long. He has been in Ghana. He had never had any such case before. Therefore now, by their next court, as they enter the court by next week for this matter, the lawyer that is supposed to stand for government will discuss with your brother's lawyer and tell your brother's lawyer, let's allow this young man go. Everything he's supposed to file by next week, he will not file any. Everything they are supposed to submit in court, he will not submit any. The judge will get angry because by their last court it was too hot. The judge will get angry and say, since you said today you will present this and present that and present this, and now you didn't come with anything, it seems you people are not serious with this case. Out of provocation, I hereby discharge and acquit him. Your brother will be released from prison next week. This is what I call divine Holy Ghostic manipulation. This case, sitting in the place of my office, is hereby settled, settled, settled. Come, my sister, come. Can I remove a veil from your head? You are moving freely, but spiritually there is a veil covering you. My brother, hello to you. You feel free now. All that thing, all double, all that thing, all double letter kwele. I want to remove the veil now.
Yes, sir.
So that your own husband will see your face.
Amen.
If I leave the veil, time is not our friend.
Yes, sir.
This veil is covering you, that your husband is not seeing your face.
Yes, sir.
Can I remove it?
Yes, sir.
Young man, are you into importation business?
Yes, sir.
But they seized your goods.
Yeah.
They say, yeah.
That is true, sir.
Ma, this your son. The inyeto gena digi ihuno neri. Ebe ha na-eziga ya ugbu a dị mma. Achọrọ m ka m kwụsị ha ebe ha na-achị post ya. Charles. Ọ Charles wụ onye dị iwetatụ. Achọrọ m ka m stọpụ ha ebe ha na-achị post ya. Mama kwuo okwu. M stọpụ ha. Ebe a na-achị iziga ya wee ebe ndị Boko Haram. And achọ m ka ọ gaa ebe ahụ. Achọm ka o buru egbe soro ha na-aga n'ime ọhịa ebe ahụ. Achọm ka ha ziga ya ebe ahụ. Ma mmewe. Lekwa the list. Aha ya nọ na the number 5. But ana m ewepụ ya ebe ahụ. Ha dosara m ya ebe ọ nọ. Mangwagawa. For some years now, like 3 years,
Yes, sir.
your business have been having issues
Yes, sir.
since you went to your village and built a house.
That is true, sir.
After building the house, your business has been doing like this. But now, the worst has happened because your agent called you now
Yes, sir.
to say, customs,
Seize my goods.
seize your goods. Now, this is major trouble. Somebody say major trouble. This one is the last money in your hand.
That is true, sir.
Is there anybody in this house that is facing major trouble? Major. You know that this one is a major trouble. Is there anybody experiencing major trouble that you need help? Now listen, the offense of this young man was that he went home and discovered that the house the father built many years ago before he died was fallen.
That is true, sir.
And he said, no, my mother cannot live outside.
That is true.
You decided to build a house. You came in with the heart of a business young man and built the house very fast. Hey! That was how. They say, So he has gotten money to come and build a house. They said, let's finish him. Come, young man. You have a major issue. Major. Were you living abroad before?
Yes, sir.
Malaysia. Is that where you were living?
Yes, sir.
You have a major issue.
Yes, sir.
Every money you made in abroad have scattered.
Yes, sir.
Everything you gathered can no longer come together.
Yes, sir.
All the people holding your money are seizing it.
Yes, sir.
Not just seizing it, threatening your life.
Yes, sir.
Major issue. Who are you to him? He's your husband. Major issue. Major issue. Okay, this is your wife.
Yes, sir.
Chai. You people try to cover it.
Yes, sir.
Try to hide it so that nobody will know. That's why you put money together and bought the car. So that people will not know that there is a problem. But still, everything scattered. Right now,
Yes,
people now know that there is trouble.
Yes, sir.
Because nothing seems to be holding anymore. You have money, but it's in the hands of people.
Yes, sir.
They are seizing and holding it.
Yes, sir.
Major issue. Is there anybody here that have major issue? Major. Mama, the time to talk for your son, the doctor has come. Both himself and the wife. This is the last time they will cry this cry. Now, when do you know that an issue is a major? Though he's a medical doctor, but he can't handle medical issue. That is his problem now. He can't handle the medical issue. That is his problem now. I think they call it ectopic pregnancy or what? That's a grammar, medical terminology. Now, let me say this to us. It doesn't matter the profession you find yourself. The only true help we have is God. Except God steps into your matter, you can't do anything. He's a medical doctor, but he can't handle this one. From time to time, they will go operate, remove. Another one, the same story. But now, one word from the altar. I don't need to take the wife to the theater. I don't need to consult anybody. I will call upon the name of my God. And that issue of ectopic pregnancy will end. Matalalala zatutete bazungalayagada. Settle. Young man, both your uncle and all those seizing your money,
Yes, sir.
who are threatening you that you shouldn't call them again.
Yes, sir.
How can somebody owing you and at the same time, instead of you threatening the person is now threatening you, saying, don't call me again. Not doing business, money that they are holding. Today, I turn it.
Amen.
I turn it.
Amen.
All the favor that left you
Amen.
will return back to you.
Amen.
Your doors are open once again.
Amen.
In the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Tell your agents to return back to the wharf on Monday.
Yeah, take you, sir.
On Monday, let him return back to the wharf.
Thank you, sir.
Let him go with the papers. Let him get there and tell them he's there to carry the goose.
Amen.
I am not aware of the procedure. I don't want to follow procedure. But from here, I release your goose.
Thank you, sir. Amen. Settle.
In the time of favor, my God will favor you. Those of you who are into one business or the other, now your business won't suffer again. What is happening here? Are you looking for the fruit of the womb? Woman, I understand that scan says that there is a strange growth inside your fallopian tube that is stopping you from conceiving.
Yes, sir.
And I'm talking to you, you are doing like,
Some
because your husband is still giving you some little money. It might interest you to know that your husband's sales gear may soon take your place if you are not careful. The small money he's giving you is still making you feel that there is no problem. Why there is a problem? There's a major problem. Major problem. Chinelo wants to take you home. And I'm talking to you. You are doing like you are doing me a favor. Are you making God for me? Oh yeah, now. I join you. Let's be doing now. Somebody shout major issue. Prophets like us do not appear all the time. Anytime we appear in your matter, it is because God is ready to help. You don't joke with opportunities like this. White is busy doing like all is well. Another person is positioning herself. The reason she is still laughing is because Chinelo had miscarriage 3 months ago. 2 months old pregnancy. She had miscarriage. The husband was waiting for 4 months so that he can go and marry her officially. And right now, Chinelo is back on her feet and she's back to the shop. She has started coming to shop again. And I called you out in a meeting like this. I'm talking, you are doing like you are doing me a favor. Why Chinelo is at airline now, inside your husband's shop, doing good. Oh yeah, start again. You are no more doing. Listen to me. Every major issue in your life, in your family, they are receiving solution right now. My sister, jumping from one prayer house to another prayer house is not the solution. I don't want you to count us in the number. Hear me, let me give you help now. That strange growth in your fallopian tube, I speak as an authority. The same way Scan said is strange, that is how I say everything strange in there should disappear. I can speak here now. Those who are arranging to shoot your son at you will shoot themselves and die before your son. But the truth of the matter is that we live in a generation where people do not value what they have. Sir, this one money cannot buy. This one condition cannot buy. I know this man cannot solve this one. There are 7 of them. They have been paid already, waiting for your son. They want him to enter Uyo so that they can shoot him. They are calling him on the phone already. But I am here, standing as a carrier of the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. I can speak here now. Matata Yagazanteya. Somebody holla double letter quelle. Oga, this is the man carrying the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado.
Yes, sir.
The truth of the matter is that anybody can say anything, but you cannot say there is no power. Nobody can say it. Even our haters know that there is power. The only thing they don't know is where it's coming from. And the path of the righteous is like a wind that blows. Nobody knows where it's coming from and nobody knows where it's going. Sir, I can do it now.
Yes, sir.
I can speak here now. This night, they will shoot each other.
Yes, sir.
After shooting each other, the case will die and end.
Yes, sir.
Your son will arrive with you cool.
Yes, sir.
Relax.
Yes, sir.
But the truth of the matter is that will he value it?
I will do that, sir.
You will value it.
Yes, sir.
I'm seeing our bangle in your hand. Are you one of us?
Sir, for almost 3 years now.
Ah. My sister, just touch your stomach. Touch your stomach. Well, I know they like to hear. Or you're going to conceive. Something will happen at the shop today that will be drama. Around 3:30, Chinelo will have issue with your husband's younger brother that is at the shop. When he know this afternoon, your husband's younger brother will get so angry. Everything I see today. This case is hereby. Ihe ọbụla ga-eme gị inwe case with ndị amị again, I cancel it. And when they not set to get up, I cancel it. I cancel it. I cancel it. Mwagawa. In the realm of the spirit, there's a gap between the divine and the supernatural. Just like there's a gap between the supernatural and the natural. But the divine is superior to the supernatural. I am a prophet of high function. I therefore sit in the place of my office. My word always is I will not lose my own. I therefore sit in the place of my office. And I prophesy. I declare now. Those who have received money with the person who paid them money to shoot your son. They have gone to look for him 3 times. But the good news is that they didn't meet him at Uyo. Now, they will not go the 4th time. Amen. This night, in their hideouts, they will have issue among themselves.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They will shoot themselves. The remaining ones will run away from Uyo.
Amen.
Tell your son he can come back to you.
Yes, sir.
Talknado said.
Yes, sir.
Bible-believing mission incorporated, the dwelling place of the God of Talknado.